Hello and welcome to the next Sir Sam the Lost Stories. Well, this is the last story. After this, I'm going to compile it all back together to make one cohesive story. And that'll be the next thing up after this. Hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, I introduce to you Sir Sam Bad English. Hello everyone, Lady Saber here, back with another installment of Sir Sam the Chivalrous. Let's go ahead with the story. I'm player 1, Lady Saber, from the land of always winter. I'm on a sundress kick, finally almost at home at this scorching 100% humidity that is the American South. Player number 2 is still somehow Sir Sam, our sandaled, smooth-cheeked friend zone. Any weather is perfect weather for cargo shorts and sandals. Sam has grown out his long hair during the summer so that it can shield him from the dangers of outdoors. Player number 3 is Mr. Teacher, my English teacher. This is the same Mr. Teacher who taught English the previous year, as well as hosted the Go Club. It's not uncommon for teachers to follow a cohort from year 9 to year 12, especially for advanced placement students. We're good friends. He's a bro, and he's well aware of Sam's chivalry. This tale begins at the beginning of the next school year, towards the end of summer. John and we got in a huge fight, and it left us in this we're not quite really broken up phase, but we're not together space, while we handle our problems like grown-up adults and not speak to each other. The first days of lunch are always awkward. None of the clubs are open, none of the upperclassmates have off-campus lunch passes, and none of the freshmen have any idea what to do. The indoor lunchroom is a cacophonous echo chamber of angst and hormones, while the outdoor courtyard is empty because it's raining. My group of friends have been boxed out of a table, so we tightly pack in a circle around the wall. Soon enough, I spot Sam and his brawny cronies. They just exited the lunch line, and they're standing around shoving each other, just the way boys do when they're not sure what happens next. And Sam spots me. He tries to herd his group in my direction, the same way that one might herd feral cats with a feather duster. While it is loud in the lunchroom, I can still pick up a bit of their conversation.
Not gonna sit with girls. No way, dude. That's like gay.
Is it cooties? No, I've been a specialist about that. They're not contagious. Sam's fedora faction eventually follows his lead. While his group tries to ignore our existence, and we try to ignore their smell, Sam and I are practically shoulder to shoulder. Hey, Lady Saber. I shove a bit of food in my mouth so that I have an excuse not to talk. I just wave. Sam continues staring at me while he cracks open his overfull lunchbox. Thanks, Mom, and a Dr. Pepper that can only be described as American size. I like your dress, Lady Saber, he says, looking at me like a kid in a museum who really wants to touch the art. I hate being talked to when my mouth is full. As I go for another bite, Sam says, "Ooh, keep going." Huh? Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm eating a banana. I shoot back a well-practiced withering stare, and I put the fruit down. Sam adjusts himself nervously, and he opens the first container in his lunch, and the smell of stale pasta sauce takes me back. Sam starts a shoveling, like a Canadian during a heavy winter snow, asking me around 2 mouthfuls for the price of 1.
What classes are you taking this semester?
I don't respond.
Here, take a look at mine.
Sam holds out a schedule in front of me to examine.
I just want to eat, Sam.
For those who are taking notes, what I really meant to say, in his eyes, was,
I want to see your schedule up close.
Sam holds the paper higher and closer and higher and closer until it's clear that he's going to press it up against my nose. The whole time, he is giggling to himself that this is the funniest joke in the world. With that, I put my earbuds in, and I shuffle my angry playlist, bringing me the Horizon's It Never Ends, with some fitting lyrics.
Hey, are you okay?
I've said it once.
I'm fine, Sam.
Are you sure? You seem mad about something.
I've said it twice.
I said I'm fine.
It just seems like...
I've said it 1,000 freaking times.
Sam, I just want to eat, okay?
He turns his attention to his friends for the rest of lunch. When the bell rings, we go our separate ways, seeing none of each other for the rest of the day. We share no classes, we don't cross paths, and life is good, right? 2 days later, Sam strolls into my AP English class, and he eyes me with an ear-to-ear hungry grin.
Hey, Lady Saber.
He declares triumphantly, plopping down in a seat next to me.
I got switched into this class. Honor was way too easy. Those people are on a lower level. You know, upstairs.
At the bell, Mr. Teacher raises from his desk to take attendance. He starts at seeing Sam. Most of us were all in the same English class together last year, as well as the year before.
Sam, I didn't see you on my roster.
I got switched in here from honors level.
He slouches back in his chair, like a boy king who just ascended the Iron Throne.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Teacher glances at me. He catches the look of desperation on my face.
Would you mind sliding up into this seat for me?
There's one other empty seat in the whole classroom, and it's still only 2 rows in front of me. But beggars can't be choosers.
What? Why?
Sam whines.
It'll help me take attendance.
Ugh, but I'm already sitting here.
Mr. Teacher doesn't respond, but the look on his face gives a very strong
I'm not asking again
vibe, and Sam quickly caves in. He saunters up to his new seat, grumbling to himself all the way. Mr. Teacher dives right into the lesson, and as he goes through the next text, Sam turns to look at me repeatedly, always playing it off like he's checking the clock. Smooth as sandpaper. It's not long before we're giving short writing assignments, and the prompt is,
What period in history, or setting in a work of fiction, would you travel to and why?
I'm sure you're all surprised by my choice, seeing that I picked Westeros. We're given 20 minutes. The idea is to free write, getting ideas on paper without getting bogged down with editing or stressing over minor details. I hammer out a page and a half before the time is up. Mr. Teacher calls on a few students to read out loud, and soon enough, it's my turn. Yo, my palms are sweaty and my knees are weak.
I've got a lot written.
Just the first paragraph is fine.
So off I stumble, tripping over anything that starts with an H. I didn't expect to read, so I'm more than a little self-conscious, especially saying the word Westeros out loud. I finish, and I sit down. I lock eyes with Sam. I notice that Sam has locked his eyes on my waist. He's still slouching with his arm draped over the back of the chair.
That was bad.
He said with a chuckle. No one laughs, and a few of my classmates raised their hand and gave me some suggestions and corrections.
Sam, let's hear what you got.
Mr. Teacher says, with an amiable smile.
What? No, I didn't write much.
Then it'll go quick. Come on.
Mr. Teacher's not the type to take no as an answer from a student. Sam frets in his seat before rising to read. And this is what he said. I'll transcribe the first paragraph in shorthand, and it's still in my English book today.
In history, there was a single day that changed the United States. During this time, the sleeping military giant, who was not ranked that high, went on a course to become the most powerful nation of all time. That day, the Pearl Harbor was bombed, is the day that I would like to go back to.
Now this is a college credit, dear reader. You may make this what you will. The room is quiet. Mr. Teacher is still indecipherable.
Thank you, Sam. For homework, hash out your first paragraph and thesis statement. We'll go over them tomorrow.
As we leave to the tone of the bell, Sam catches up to me.
Hey, Lady Saber, what's a thesis?
Thank you for joining me for the lost episode of Sir Sam. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll get to work on that other video now. Hopefully I'll have it done soon, so I hope you look forward to that. Until then, take care of yourselves, and remember, have fun with your failures, or they'll have fun with you. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know, sorry about the audio here. Please bear with me.
Hi guys, Mrs. Fun with Failure here. Just wanted to let you guys know that I have taken over our social media site, Facebook and Instagram, and updates will be posted more regular. Dallas was really bad at this. So, just so you guys know, you can follow us there and you can send us messages and, you'll get an insight into the daily workings of the Failure family. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Thank you guys so much for being fans, and we love you all.
Oh yeah, and if you want to submit a story, send it to funwithfailure@yahoo.com. Because my other one started to get full with a bunch of other crud up, signed up stuff. And all I want is just one that's specifically for stories. So if you want to send one, send it there. That way I can keep it all together. Thanks.
And I will remind him to check said email.